In Sri Lanka, traditional dancers pay tribute to Saman, the ancient god of gems. 30 years ago, this tropical paradise became a hell. Tension between the Sinhalese majority and the Tamil minority turned into violence. There's a lull in the ethnic conflict, but he's still cautious. He does deals in the privacy of his hotel room.
Little more, because you know, I'm not getting anything because it is too tough.
Yes, I understand, but then I have a tough market to sell there too.
So, because I recut all these things.
Hey, how about if I give you 33,000?
It does check. Okay.
In the Netherlands, everyone knows February 1st, 1953. Nico Portvliet was 4 years old.
It was a very windy day, it was stormy, it was cold, it was raining, and the water was very, very high. There was a man on the dike crying, "Hey, get out of here, it's dangerous." And they went back into the house. But the water came up, and my father grabbed his hammer and we went upstairs, and he made a hole in the roof so that we could get outside on the roof.
It was the biggest tragedy in the Netherlands since the Second World War.
Whether it's the spectacle of military might or the splendor of the natural world, we're mesmerized by extraordinary images. And the bigger, the better. Movie making was taken to extremes more than 35 years ago by a Canadian invention called IMAX.
At midnight, the buses approach the crossing at St. Stephen. There's a lecture from the bus driver.
The first time you clown around, we could be here a long time. He may just very well still pull everything off this bus, the people off the bus. If they want to get dirty, they can do searches. So, when we come to customs, just sit in your seat and be as good as gold. Not one smart aleck remark, or else, I mean, he could very well turn the bus around and send you back. He's not really concerned whether you get to New York City for your concert or not.
As day breaks, it's already 32 degrees. There's a breakfast stop in Maine. No one slept well, especially Rebecca Small.
It's like I am sick and I haven't slept and I feel awful.
Their fatigue vanishes when they hit Manhattan.
Now Ludmilla had an international career. She owned a car,
had her own apartment. She had all the privileges of an artist valued by the Soviet regime. But in 1990, Ludmila gave it all up for love. At the age of 34, Ludmila moved to Bathurst, New Brunswick to marry Bernard Hussey. They'd met when she performed in Philadelphia. The ceremony was a little awkward. Ludmila had never been to a church wedding.
I grew up in a former communist country. I have never seen in my life a wedding in the church. And I remember priest tried to explain to me that I take this man for the rest of my life, for sickness and death or whatever, you know. And he asked me to repeat the sentences. And I said, I cannot do it. He was so nice. He said, okay, can you say yes? I said, this is, I can't say.
By the time Ludmila comes to practice with the orchestra, she has weathered a media storm. The rehearsal doesn't go well. One of her fingers is split open. She'll need to glue the wound closed for the concert.
Yesterday I had a terrible day, too much stress. You know, newspapers bombard you with all these controversial questions and stuff, you know. It's hard, it's extremely hard.
And then Ludmila discovers a problem with the sound system. There are concerns about Ludmila's health. At the previous competition 2 years ago, she collapsed from exhaustion.